like a catchy like intro thing? Don't all the YouTubers kind of do that? Don't they like come up with their own thing and it's like the same thing every time? And it's like their staple? Am I supposed to do that? Really, am I supposed to be doing that? You know what? I'm not doing that, y'all. Hi everyone. So you all are here because you're honestly probably wanting to know, why did I leave education to pursue my high earning business? At least that's what the tagline says. That's what I put to get you here. So honestly, it's really not that long of a story, so this will be a really short video. So I'm just gonna give y'all the details. So I taught public education, high school AP English for about 7 years at a high school. And then I moved up to the early college level where I was housed at a college campus where still teaching English. And I did that for the last 6 years. Now, mind you, I do have a business and I've been doing that business full time for the past 6 years. And so I was just doing those things simultaneously. It was kind of like the shift over to the college is kind of when I started my business. Now, what is the business? So I have a wedding and event planning business here based out of Houston, Texas, called Polished Occasions. And I have grown that business to the point where it's now my main source of income, and it's very rewarding. I love it. I love my staff. I love my brides. I love all of my clients. And so I just kind of reached a point with education where really the shift kind of started for me with the pandemic. I feel like, at least in the state of Texas, kind of how things were thrown at the teachers. It was like, hey, yes, we're in a pandemic, but we still expect you to work miracles while working from home and still like create a really good rapport with the kids that are also going through a pandemic. Now, granted, the pandemic was hard for everybody all over the world. It was hard for, I'm sure, the education system all over the world, but that's where that shift happened for me. I can't speak for everyone else. And it was daunting. And again, at that time, I was at the college. And then when you have these directives that are coming at you and they are not presented in the greatest of ways, it almost makes you feel like, well, all of this work that I'm doing and this dedication that I'm giving, to be here for the students, to do everything that I'm being asked, is not necessarily, it's almost being overlooked. That's kind of when that shift, started to happen for me in my mind. And I'm like, you know what? I do have a full-time business. It is doing really great. You know what? Maybe I should start making my exit plan. And that's pretty much what I did. So I never want to encourage someone, if you do have, your job, because having a full-time job, if you want to work a 9 to 5, that's great. That's great for some people. But I would never want to encourage someone to just jump ship from their 9 to 5 to start a business if the business is not up and running. It's always a great idea to, if you can do them simultaneously, please do that. Keep that extra income. And then once you actually get to the point where you feel comfortable enough financially to say, you know what, let me take a leap of faith and just kind of focus on my business. And so that's pretty much the stop to what led me to want to leave education. So I pretty much have just been full running with my wedding planning business and going hard with the social media and really focusing on venturing off into other things. I always knew that I wanted to take the profits from that wedding planning business and do something else to generate more revenue, right? And so for me, I was like, hey, Airbnbs are cool, like they're new. That's a growing market here in Houston. And so that was one of the goals that I set, to be able to have an Airbnb. And so I started that with my husband. And so now we do have one here in Houston. So that's another stream of income. And then that's another business that I manage, because of course, do plan to have more Airbnbs. And then also another stream of income, me starting to share information with you all on YouTube and trying to focus more on TikTok and Instagram, because y'all, literally, this generation, there's so many different things that you can do if you really, really do the work and apply yourself. Now, granted, I had to buy the equipment to make this video. I had to buy a ring light. Like, I had to speak with other people that were really, really great at what they do in the YouTube world. I actually paid to have a business coach, which he's extremely amazing, Sean Harness, and his wife, Dr. Nina. Some of you may follow her on YouTube. They have been a great resource for me with trying to get everything up and running with YouTube, so that can be another stream of income for me. But for the most part, I really wanted to come on here and talk to y'all and just kind of explain like who I am, what I do. One of my friends made a joke. She was like, girl, you know that reset video that you posted, it literally looks like you're just a stay-at-home mom. Like, they don't know that you actually run multiple businesses and that you are literally like running around doing 50 million things. It just literally looked like you were a stay-at-home mom. And so I was like, hey, all right, well, that kind of prompted me to want to give y'all some information about me. And I was like, what's a cool topic? I just love education. Why did I leave education? What is it that I'm actually doing? And so, yeah, I own a wedding planning company. It's called Polished Occasions. It's pretty amazing. You can follow us on Insta. I'll put some information on here about my website, if y'all want to check that out. And then also, like I said, I do have my personal Instagram, which is kind of linked to this account, which is the Polished Amari, and that name. So my business name for the wedding planning company is Polished Occasion. So I was like, I want to create an account where it's like a lifestyle kind of thing, where I'm kind of like showing the behind the scenes, because I don't want to mix that with my wedding stuff. So I'm like, I want to keep the name Polished, right? So I went ahead and did Polished Amari. So my name's Aisha, but my middle name is Marie, and so I put A and then Marie, so Polished Amari. That's pretty much where that came from. So hopefully this gave you a little bit of insight about me, some information about why did I choose to leave education. Now let's talk about high earning business, because that's one of the things that I said. So I literally built the brand Polished Occasions from the ground up. I knew that I wanted to have supreme customer service. I knew that I eventually wanted to break out into the luxury wedding planning market. And I literally just sat down and did so much groundwork. I researched everything. What are the top wedding planners doing in Houston? What does their content look like? What services do they offer? What is a service that they're not offering that I can offer, so that I set myself apart? So literally sitting there doing all of that research, coming up with all of these different packages that I could offer that were tailored to the modern bride is kind of what helped me to grow my business in the wedding industry. Of course, customer service, building a team. Y'all, trying to find employees, girl, listen. Interviews, first of all, I don't really like doing them. Don't really like it. I don't know if I like people that much. I can't really tell. It's hard. It's hard to find people that are loyal. It's hard to find people that are going to want to do it because they like it. It's hard to find people that are going to want to do it because they actually believe in your brand. It's hard to find people that will actually do it and they don't have ulterior motives, like I really want to do it, but I really want to like steal all of your information and your content, which is also why when I do hire someone on my team, I have a non-disclosure where it basically says you can't take a lot of the files and folders and content and things that I've created to go and like steal it and give it to someone else or use it, you know, for your own benefit. Now, granted, I do want all of my team members to grow and I want them to learn through me, and I never want them to stay working with me forever, because what great leader would do that? I do want them to matriculate and start their own business. So whatever it is, you know, I always ask them like, hey, what are your goals? What do you want to do? How can I get you linked up with this person? How can I get you linked up with that person? Because I feel like that's going to want to make them work better, because they feel like, oh, okay, she's actually vested in me. Like, she actually cares about what I'm going to do in life and what I'm going to do with my future. So that's pretty much the bulk of what I do, what my business is. And of course, the whole brand of the Polished Amari, that's a new thing for me. That's like my baby. Hence why in the beginning, I'm like, am I supposed to say something like a catchy something? Because, child, I'm just going to get in here and talk to these people about what it is that I do. Because, come on, I don't, listen, I have 2 kids, a whole husband. He's always hungry. It's Sunday. I'm about to probably have to make Sunday dinner. And as a matter of fact, I'm getting ready to leave and go meet with a new bride. So I have a lot of stuff to do. Like, granted, I may come up with a catchy slogan for y'all at some point. Let me know if you want that in the comments. If not, I'll probably just get on here and say hi everyone for the next, you know, few videos until I can get my life together. But other than that, thank you all for sitting down and listening. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all next time. Thank you.